Hello and welcome to the channel High Class Cthulhu. They know you needed help, so they sent me, and I am feeling motivated. Not quite as cool as it's said, but you know, I can't help it. I've got my accent, not much I can do about it. We're starting off straight away with a shadow all up in our grill. As always, they will attack you as soon as you leave the cutscene. Not much you can do, but we can do our jump on the spike and then just run from him. He is very nimble though, he can join you up here. This is a very easy mission to get an S rank in. The only enemy you kind of have to fight is this guy. After that, the end of the mission is we have to get there in under 2 minutes. And if you do that without taking damage, you get an S rank, pretty much. Really easy, but there is a blue orb before we leave this area. This is a good one to have air hike for. You might be able to get it without it, but I think it'd be quite difficult if you do a double jump over to here. There is a unbreakable, unstoppable, untouchable, completely wrong, and then you jump across. Easy enough. That is the only blue orb for this mission. There's also no secret mission. It's pretty easy. The last thing we did was the fight with Nello Angelo. Cool fight, like it. We may see him again. You do fight most bosses in this game at least 3 times. Yeah, you can just run past these, and this is the end of the mission. Very easy. You will get an S rank if you've killed the shadow, and you'll get an S rank, and you won't take any damage. It's real easy. Here we go. Done. 1 minute 48 seconds. Untouchable. Got a trophy. Got some orbs. Press the button. We got S Hunter rank. Ranking bonus. Nice. Special bonus for not being touched. Nice. You can pretty much buy everything in the game if you can do it without being touched, but that's not me. This is the only mission I will get through without taking damage. I promise you. I promise you that. It's weird. I played this game when I was young, round someone's house. And I'm gonna buy Stinger. I'm gonna buy Stinger, right? I'm gonna buy Air Raid 100% because there's an enemy coming up that is. It's very good to have Air Raid against. Oh, I guess I'm just buying more orbs. We will try and get every single blue orb. Just collecting them won't get you enough to have max. You have to buy blue orbs as well. We won't get all the purple orbs, but we'll get all the blue orbs. That guy. I don't particularly remember his name. He's another. Is he a Sin Scissor? Maybe? No. I don't know. There's a blue orb though. You just stand there. I actually don't remember his name. I'm going to look it up. I think I called an enemy a Blitz in the last episode. They're blades, but you know. This is a new enemy in this room. We're going to end up in this room a few times. I'm just looking. Death Scissor. Death Scissor is the enemy coming up now. These are Beelzebubs. I remember that. They're pretty easy. Just use. I think if you knock the bigger ones on their back, those ones they're stunned. But if you just go into Devil Trigger and just blast Ebony and Ivory, you'll destroy them and you'll get a really good rank. Because as I said, pretty much any attack you do in Devil Trigger gets you a rank, which is cool. Beelzebub is like a demon. A known demon. I pretty much know it from Constantine or Constantine, however you pronounce it, the comic early on in the run. I'm pretty sure it's early on in the run. He fights Beelzebub, big old fly demon. Also in the Constantine TV show, and I think the film maybe. Who knows? That guy was dodging. He was all over the place. But I'm not caring about rank, I'm just blasting them, and it's fun as hell to blast them. Blast them. More on this corner, and just green orbs? Maybe. As I said when we were fighting Phantom, guns do get... Oh god, I just hit the microphone. Guns do get your Devil Trigger up a lot faster. These are like little... I don't know what they are. I don't know what their name is. I'm not sure how these work, if there's just a certain amount of... They work in later games pretty much as once you hit them, there's a time limit to break them, before they'll just become static and you won't get any more red orbs out of them. I'm not sure if that's the same. Who knows? It could be. Not a clue. Now here is the... I'm going to say Death Scissor. I'm going to say Death Scissor. In here is some more green orbs. You may want to leave. Well, maybe they'll respawn next time. I'm not entirely sure. But they're here if you need them because we have like a mini boss coming up. But I would recommend buying Air Raid before you fight this guy. Are we ready? Here we are. I'm just having a little sip of water. Water. So we're getting out the shotgun. Blast away. You can fight him very similar to the normal Sin Scissors. Knock the thing away, do damage to the mask. He has some different attacks. He phases through the water in this spin. It's a little bit mind-numbing. Really hard to dodge. And in later fights, I'm sure it's the same guy. Might be a different version. He has an attack where he like flings you into the air. But if you have Air Raid, you can just do this. You do it by going to Devil Trigger and then once in the air hitting R1 and then just spam the spam square and you do a bunch of damage. He's pretty tough, especially in this little confined area. Best thing is to get high with and just like helm split him a bunch of times. But he is tough. This is probably, I'm still not great at fighting him. He's a tough cookie, so to say. And now we have a health draining thing. The Guiding Light. It slowly drains the power of the Possessor. And it's also the end of the mission. Nice. There's, in DMC 3, there's a draining, like a health draining part as well. It seems to just be a... There is, right? I've not just made that up. What is it? Drain Devil Trigger. I don't remember. There's a draining part in the game. After this, there is a secret mission quite early on. We're going to skip it for now and run back to it because the effect of the health drain this thing gives you will happen in the secret mission. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. We've got to go back up and get to the key of the adieu. Go to the bedroom with the guiding light. But I don't know if you take the guiding light back to that thing earlier near where the shadow spawned, you'll get something. I'm not actually sure. I've never tried it. Not a clue. It's an option though. Maybe try it. Who knows? So yeah. No enemies real here. I think some Sin Scythes? Sin Scythes? Oh no, there's something else here. I'm stupid. As you can see, our health is draining, but it's Phantom again. He is really persistent. I don't think I was prepared for the cutscene to end. He's just not as tough out of his actual boss fights, so there you go. Pretty easy. Easy enough to get some red orbs. Some green orbs straight after it. No reason not to take him out. This room has some Sin Scythes. The room where the Beelzebubs are, if you go back in it, it will trigger the next secret mission. But as I said, your health is draining. And the secret mission can take a while. So probably best to just leave it. We can come back before the mission ends. And do it that way. So I would recommend just leave it. Don't bother with it. It's one of the other, like, quite difficult secret missions. It's kind of out of your control. You just gotta hope for the best. Some more Beelzebubs. We're just gonna go to town, moving left and right to get rid of that reload, and we're just gonna destroy them. I don't like the little maggots, but it's a cool effect. If the maggots do get on you, they stop you firing. So any bullets you do damage to the maggots and not where you were shooting. So, you know, just the thing to remember if you're wondering why you're not doing any gun damage. I kind of want to know what happens if you take it to that thing. Who knows? Yeah, we just got to do this. An emblem of the sun is engraved. There's something written beneath it. The brightness of the guiding light will scorch you. Only those who can bear the light can open the new path. Shall I use the guiding light? That's how Dante sounds. Yeah, opens his door, but the guiding light is now gone, so we're going to run back. It's only a little short trek. We can hop down, we can run past all the enemies. Or shoot at nothing. And just get back down there. I'm trying to remember I'm doing bad for enemy names today. Kyclops. We'll see some Kyclops. Yeah, as most of these secret missions are, they are little training things, like the first Sin Scissor, how to get the critical hit, the shadows, kind of you need to do the critical hit for them. These are the one-eyed evil. Lure the Cyclops into their mutual deaths. You've got to get one to kill the other. It's quite difficult. So, one, when you first come into this room, the camera doesn't like you, and it takes a little while for the camera to give you like a good vantage point. And they will jump on you. That's kind of the most dangerous thing they can do, is jumping. If you stand one in front of another, like in a line of them like this, the one behind will pretty much always jump over to hurt you and never do his attack. He shoot this attack where they shoot the little rocks. That's what does damage to the other Cyclop. If you're standing in like a line, it will hardly ever do that attack and will just shoot, will jump. You have to kind of stand in between them. That way, A, they won't jump at you, which is the worst attack. Does a ton of damage. Sometimes you just miss the timing. And then only you have to watch out for their little melee attacks that can be easily avoided. It's gonna suck. It's not great. I kind of hate this. You don't even really know if they're taking damage. You've only got to kill one, and then you can just kill the other yourself. But it's kind of annoying. They look like mini phantoms. I'm pretty sure they're like text about them says they're like mini phantoms, but they're not the same demon, or they just happen to be spiders, but they're made out of the earth instead of lava. But I guess that kind of is the earth. I don't know. They just shoot rocks. They eat rocks. They're like Gorons, but spiders. This music is really high. What is the name? Is it Lock and Loaded? The music, I'm pretty sure. There's quite a few battle tracks in this game, but I think this is Lock and Loaded. There we go. We got it. We also got 10,000 red orbs. Nice. Once you kill one, you can just kill the other one yourself without really any hassle. But yeah, it takes a while, which is why you don't want to do it with the guiding light on you. Because you could, even if you weren't taking damage from them, we'd be just ticking down the whole time. But pretty easy. Pretty easy once you know what you're doing, which is just stand in the middle of them. Avoid it. And now we are out of here. More Sin Scythe. They're pretty easy to fight, and get some red orbs. Why not? Why not? I just love how interactive they are. Like, even when you kill them, they're still like a little threat because their scythe is like a physical thing. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it. And even their like laugh carries on after their death. And is cut off abruptly by going inside. More Beelzebubs. God, I want to read Constantine now. Well, it's Constantine. I've been tricked into like calling him Constantine because of Keanu Reeves, but that's not how you say his name. And you can't trick me, universe. It's Constantine. Like line. And I want to read it. And Swamp Thing. I just want to read everything. Screw Devil May Cry. Let's just read comics together. So, does this end the mission? It does end the mission. But then you don't just start a new mission after this. It's really weird. You have like a little interlude where I don't know if you'd actually you might be able to go down and do the secret mission during this like little interlude. I'm not entirely sure. I don't ever do it. So the stars under there tell you, it says secret mission, but it tells you how many you've done. But yeah, you don't actually start the next mission here. You're now above the main hall, which you can just jump across. And then you go through this door and you get the next mission. It's really weird. I don't know. This happens like twice in the game. Well, there's just a little interlude. We're not going to get the stinger? Yeah, we are. There we go. Get stinger level 2, everyone. The legendary knight returns. Are we going to learn more about Sparta? This room is crazy. I don't know what it is, but it's so much going on. Look at it. It's craziness. And we got something up here. It's just a nice little room with no. It's weird, isn't it? It's just a room. Let's just leave. Phantom's back, now we're in an actual boss fight. The only difference, I think, really, is he'll do a jump attack. If you get him to do a jump attack on this glass 3 times, it's an instant death for him. It will trigger like the final cutscene and that's it. Or you can just fight him. He's not really any more difficult. Yeah, just we've got more Devil Trigger now, so we can kind of just do that.
You're right. I'm his son, Dante. Sweet dreams.
Incredible power.
By Phantom, that will not be the last we see of Phantom in this game. There's another point, and I think I mentioned in the last episode about the prequels to DMC5 has Phantom in it as well. But up here, if you jump on these horses, you get some red orbs, and also you get another blue orb. And is that the 4th? Yeah, it is. Oh, we on like the 2nd line of health. Yeah, we are. I love it. Look, it's 2 lines of health. It's dumb as hell. Anyway, let's have a look at enemies. Sin Scythe. Death Scissor. It was Death Scissor. Is there any interesting information? Probably not. Part that looks like a cow's bone is the main body. Their evil is stronger and tougher when compared to the Sins. The use of staffs made from bone, animal, and human to create an evil barrier. The barrier is impenetrable. Nice. I don't think they always use barriers. Who knows? It's unwise to try and fight these guys on the surface. Yeah. They're more powerful than the Sins. They use countdown attack to affect these attacks. They concentrate evil in their hands. Their heads turn red and all their attacks become ineffective. When you're caught in the string, do your best to dodge. Nice to know. Move on. The evil spirits inhabit the body of the fly. Their hideousness is not too difficult to imagine from its appearance and its movements. PW maggots are the Beelzebub vomit, are not real maggots. They prevent your gun from firing until you're all off. In this case, you just switch weapon to a sword or another weapon. The green Beelzebubs eat the dead, absorb their evil power, and become stronger. After absorbing, they gain more agility. I don't know if that's a thing that's in the game. Do they actually eat each other? That's cool. If they do. I don't know. Also, I don't know why I've left so much time to read this. I just hope you like looking at pictures of little flies. Yeah, when on its back, it is more vulnerable. The Phantom. Don't think there's much more here about Phantom. When it's angry at its peak, it shoots fireballs. Cyclops. Although they appear similar to the Phantom, they are still one of the lower class evil spirits. However, since they take on the earth and rocks as host elements, they have central debris country with their appearance. They have superb leaping abilities. By eating dirt, they form rocks in their mouths. They shoot these rocks from their mouths. Don't stand in front of them. It doesn't compare to the armour of Phantom. Use Devil Hunter powers to bash the monsters along with their armours. Just hit their eye. Just hit the big old eye. Also, because Phantom, you can only hit his face. These guys you can hit everywhere. They can deflect. Nello, Angelo. The Knight in Dark Armour is well versed in the same art of combat as Dante. Everything about this knight remains a mystery. Why was he freaked out by the necklace? Why is he all combative and cool as hell? He can instantaneously move from one place to another. Almost like some kind of instant transmission or something. Hi, Sargasso. Yeah, that's it. So we got a trident here. Trident. It's not a weapon. I think I felt bad that I didn't read it. It's used for rituals. It cannot be used as a weapon. But there is a new weapon down here. First we've got to slam it. Nice. And now we get to go outside. Almost like Resident Evil 1 or something. Weird. Instead of the guardhouse though, we've got a coliseum. But we got a new weapon. The corpse of a soldier who must have wandered into the castle and died from exhaustion. He's holding something. Holy hell, it's a grenade gun. Fires explosive shells of shrapnel, extremely destructive. Hell yeah. Hey, we're just going to hold this gun forever now. I do love these little animations. Boom, it fires really slow. We'll go down here to show off like how it actually works. So, firing it once, really slow. But, if you roll and fire, you can do it way quicker. So that's what we're going to do forever. You also can't fire it while jumping, which is why the death scissors, when they throw you up into the air later on, it's really ineffective against them because you're not on the ground. But we're going to do this quickly. It is also really strong when you DT while having it equipped. It does a ton of damage. It's pretty good. You can only switch guns in this game in the menu. It's not until, is it even in DMC2? I don't remember. Later games where you can switch weapons without menuing it up. We will get another melee weapon, which you can, oh, so there's blue or, not that side, other side. You can switch melee weapons. Almost, kind of. It's weird. You can switch melee weapons. Anyway, bye Phantom. I'll see you in a bit. You're a cool guy. See you in Bayonetta. You got B, that's not bad. I'll take B. I'll take B any day of the week. And I'm going to save. So outside is... I was saying earlier, when I first played this, I played it around someone else's house when I was younger. And my memory of it is wrong. I remember like the opening, and then I remember when you walk through the little cave in the side. Instead of going to the Great Hall, I remember being in like the basement. And then I remember being out here. Like my memory of it from being young is just... I don't know if I massively... It's my least favourite part, some of the areas here. Because there's some weird mechanics that are just odd. I don't know why they were trying things. The whole thing was a trial. Who knows? There's some weird stuff in there. There's some stuff I really like. One of my favourite things. But there's also some stuff that's just a bit weird. There seems to be a story of some kind. Destiny awaits somewhere deep in the coliseum. Ooh. There's also a devil star. Yeah, devil star. We will never use them. As I said, we won't use items. I mean, like character action and games, they usually, if you're spending your points on items for like healing and stuff, you're not playing great. You're wasting your time. And then we've got a new enemy. They're called blades. They really don't like grenade launchers. Yeah, you can be really lame and just grenade launch your way through this whole game, but we're not going to do that. So there is a trick to killing these guys in like one hit as well. When you knock them to the ground and remove their helmets, if you do a helm splitter, I'm pretty sure they will instantly die. But they also are really weak to grenade launchers, so... Blades, like lizard enemies. There is another type called frosts in this game, and they show up in DMC4. I don't think blades come... Maybe blades do come back, but they turn... There's also blitzes later on as well. They change up their look, but they come back. There was a blue orb in there, by the way, in case you missed it. So this is a little wandering about section. There are some bits we can read, but I'm not going to bother because there's not much point. There's these shields doors. Pretty much you need a key to open them. That's all you really need to know. And there's a coliseum door. You need to get 2 spears, javelins, spears of some kind to get in there. Here you need a fire to open up the other door. And then there's a way to the left, which is a way we come out of much later on. I don't actually know what's on top. Is it another untouchable? Oh no, it's a holy water. You won't ever get to see it used. It's like a little screen clear. It kills everything around you. Why would you use it? You're fighting. What are you doing? I do remember really struggling at this game when I was younger, which is madness to me because I rarely die. I've never really gone deep into playing this on like harder difficulties. DMC3 I have a lot. DMC5 I have a lot. DMC4 I think I've only ever finished properly once. It's just not one of my favourite DMC games. We'll get to it. We'll talk about it. It's kind of unfinished. There's some stuff I really like. I really like Nero, but you know, we'll get to it. We got another yellow orb. They're filling us up. God, I'm yawning. It's a long day. Long day. I've run out of water. I haven't drunk nearly enough today. We've got a jumping puzzle. I feel like I may leave and go and get something to drink because why they put so many platforming sections in this game, who knows? It's not too bad, to be fair. And the reward is maybe the best thing in the game. So that's cool. Well, you can, I think, probably skip some parts of this with air hike, but we're just going to follow the path. We don't want to mess it up. We don't want to be doing this for too long, but we do want this. There is an inscription on the base. My name is Ifrit. I'm from Final Fantasy. The fool who awakens me will pay dearly from the fires of hell. So Ifrit's cool as hell, and I love it, and it's great, and dear God, it's cool. So you can instantly switch between both with hitting R3. It has a different devil trigger. You can get more moves for it through buying, obviously, but its main thing is every single attack can be charged. Every single attack. It's rare that you'll get to like charge every attack, but you can do it. It also has a killer bee. This move set, and whenever it comes back, has a ton of Street Fighter references. You can do like Shinshurikens and shit. I can't say the word. Why can't I? Yeah, my mouth just went weird. You can do like Ryu shit. You can do Kami's like Killer Bee. You even get some crazy stuff with DT explosions and stuff in later games. We'll save that for when we do DMC 3. But we got this guy.
son of Sparta who challenges the darkness, Mundus.
Block off, Featherface, or you can stick around and find out the hard way.
Hey, it's Griffin. Griffin's cool. Yeah, we'll talk more about Ifrit in a minute. We're just going to grenade launch him. I'm going to not dodge any of his things because I'm stupid. But the best way to beat Griffin is not by getting attacked by them, but literally the grenade launcher. Well, look at it, this is a joke. Ridiculous that I can't dodge anything. The most damage you can do is just grenade launcher and devil trigger. Also, the devil trigger brings back a ton of DT. Also, so does Ifrit. It's really easy to... Look how much devil trigger is brought back by the grenade launcher. It's crazy. So things about Griffin, he shows back up in later games. This music track I think is called Flock Off, if I'm not mad. Bayonetta also uses the term Flock Off Featherface in Bayonetta. It's just a term that comes back a lot. I like Griffin a lot. He's cool. I love his concept art. He's like multiple birds on one face. He's really cool. What's about Ifrit? Yeah, it still is a bunch of Street Fighter moves. It's really cool. You use its fire to open this door. You get... What other moves do you get? Like, I think you get kick 13. You get like an uppercut, which is like reused stuff. You get meteor instead of air raid. Oh wait, we've got a new enemy coming up. Oh no, we're not. We're jumping over things. No, we do. It is a fetish. It's a stronger marionette that has fire attacks that are quite strong. And he'll block you and then just like flamethrower you, which does quite a bit of damage. But it doesn't matter because that kick is the coolest. Look at it. Oh, I messed it up. Come on, get out. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I just love it. He also gets, instead of air raid, and you can get meteor, where he shoots meteorites out of his hands. We will get it. It's cool. I really like it. You kind of get it anyway for the final boss of the game. This moveset comes back in... Can I remember them all? It comes back in every game. I think in... Well, no, it doesn't come back in 2 because you don't get anything other than swords in DMC2. In 3, I think it's... I'm not going to remember. It's Balrog in DMC5. Is it Beowulf? Or Grunt? I'm going to Google it. While I mix it up and get a ton of kills. You can't really transition between like Alistair and Ifrit to like carry on combos unless you have high time. You can throw out your sword and it spins and does damage. You can switch to Ifrit and do attacks, so that's kind of the only way you can do it. I'm just Googling. I want to remember what it's called in DMC3. Weapons, or devil arms as they are called. Right, what we got here? It is Beowulf. Look at me, I remember. Is it also Beowulf in DMC4? I remember like Pandora and all that stuff. We're gonna have a look. Yeah, it's still Beowulf. It's Beowulf, and then I'm sure it's Balrog. Did I buy anything? So we got Magma Drive, which is the cool uppercut, and Kick 13, which is essentially the stinger for... it does that. Upgraded, it does a lot more, and also in Devil Trigger, you get a little combo out of that kick. And the uppercut is really cool and does a ton of damage. And I'm going to say things with confidence here that I could be completely wrong with. Oh god, he ruined my uppercut. In later DMC games, you get a DT explosion, where you can like spend Devil Trigger to do a big explosion around you, and timed correctly with the uppercut from the melee weapon, you can do insane damage that wipes out bosses pretty much in like 2 or 3 hits. I am terrible at it, but it is a thing you can do. So just know, it's an option. Just doing the Killer Bee, it's cool as hell. Loving it. But fetishes are still really annoying. But yeah, that's the in Devil Trigger, the forward attack, you do a little combo, which is quite nice. God, you do so much damage. So good. Each of the games have different devil arms, and another Bayonetta kind of, I don't know if it's gotta be. In the novels, the light novels, they're one of the people who give Dante like his jobs, his bounties, whatever, is a dude called Enzo. He's not the same, but he's very similarly designed to Enzo in Bayonetta. He ends up opening like a pawn shop that buys like artifacts, and Dante sells devil arms to Enzo. And then there's an Enzo in Bayonetta. You know, it's fine. In here is another... We haven't seen one of these for a while, but you need red orbs to open thing. It's really kind of messed up, though, because all the devil arms in this game are actually the devil or the demon themselves, like turning themselves into a weapon or putting their power into a weapon. Sometimes it is physically them turning into a weapon. So the idea of pawning it and, like, selling it is it's weird. It seems cruel. I feel bad for, like, Agni and Rudra. Can't sell them guys. They're rad as hell. Griffin we will fight 2 more times. We fight pretty much everyone 3 times. But even more. Yeah, he shows up in DMC5 as well. Speaking of Bayonetta though, I might as well say, there are hints, I guess, kind of, that it's not, because Capcom has like separated it, but there's stuff that either could have been a witch. This episode is sponsored by Them Never Cry, in association with St. Elmo Boat Tours. Do you want to float down the lovely rivers of Mallet Island and see the wonderful birds, bugs, and horrifically bodily damaged creatures? You can, but please bring your own life jackets and weapons, probably. Come on down to St. Elmo Boat Tours. Maybe an Umbran Witch, who knows. There's items, the Bangle of Time in this game shows up in Bayonetta, and either Dante could be distantly related to Bayonetta. That's just Hideki Kamiya being sad he doesn't have Devil May Cry anymore, but that's fine. We haven't really talked about Trish at all. She looks like Eva. I don't actually think you find out Eva's name is Eva, or Dante's mother is called Eva in this game. But she looks identical. It's so strange. But she has lightning powers and teleport powers and seems to know her way around the castle and not have any problems. Weird. Strange. This little section is weird. It's like a maze, but it's a maze with like 2 paths. We've done air raid. We didn't need that. We didn't need it at all. It's cool though, isn't it? Look at it. Look how cool it is. So, oh god, there's more. There's so many. Wrecked. Absolutely destroyed. We've got a few more weapons we're going to get in this. We'll get 1 more melee weapon, 2 more guns. Later on in DMC2, you get a few guns. There's only swords, It's not great. DMC3, bunch of weapons. DMC4, bunch of weapons. DMC5, every weapon ever. There's one weapon that is just the combination of every weapon in DMC3. It's going to be great when we get there. When we get there. Okay, we've finally done it. So, this little puzzle is, there's a little light. You click the little light. It's a riddle. Is it? Valley of the Mist. One must choose the right path to enter the lost land. Only those who protect the weak. Light shall have the power to decipher the right path. You follow the light, but enemies can, like, absorb the light. So you just got to make sure the enemies don't disrupt the light. But you've also got to kill the enemies quick enough that you can see where the light goes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not that difficult. But yeah, that since it has absorbed the light. I think he just pretty much always goes in the left path. But I don't, without the light going there, I don't think you can go the right way. This one pretty easy. Different enemies every time. Not that difficult. I've been talking mad smack against DMC2, but I haven't mentioned an actual whole Devil May Cry game. I'm talking about the mobile game. No, I'm not really. I think there is a mobile game either coming out or is out. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're gonna ruin all these guys with Ifrit, and it's great. God, it's so good. Yeah, there's DMC, Devil May Cry. I'm gonna probably play through all the Devil May Cry games, except from 2. I'm not gonna do DMC Devil May Cry kind of with these games. It's a game I actually quite enjoy, but I think it will kind of mess with the flow of these. It's so tonally different that I just feel like it's not needed. I will eventually play it. I have a plan to, but it's a lot, and there's a lot I can talk about. It's all very interesting, and Ninja Theory's other games, and there's a ton there. So I'm going to kind of avoid even mentioning it until probably DMC 5, because Itsuno actually kind of likes the game and had quite a reasonably large part in making it, and some of it is brought into DMC 5. So I did think maybe I should play it, but I will be able to say where certain things came from. So yeah, if I don't really talk about DMC Devil May Cry, it's not because I don't like the game. It's because I'm just going to do a whole thing of it. It's on its own. I think like it deserves its own little space to breathe. I don't think it's fair to put it next to DMC 5. It's just not fair on it. So yeah, anyway, that was the mission. Easy. Was there even any blue orbs? I don't even know. Didn't even pay attention. We have a blue orb pretty soon after starting this run. We got an A. Look at that. Well done. Well done, past me. Next room kind of sucks. Make sure you got some DMT? No. Devil Trigger, not DMT. God. Devil Trigger. For some air raid. Is the next guy a death scissor or a death scythe? I don't know. So yeah, we got Rolling Blaze as well. I didn't even look at it last time it came up. Rolling Blaze is a bit like High Time. Is that actually what the move's called? I don't ever get it. Not really needed. Yeah. And the final thing, I only get meteorite out of the two big Devil Trigger attacks. So this is teaching you. Yeah, as soon as you start the mission, walk back out the door, and we get a little thing that teaches about enemy step. It helps a lot if you have. There you go. If you have air hike, because you can get a bit more height. But there is a mechanic in this game that it doesn't tell you about, like everything. It's in every game. You later on have to buy it as an upgrade, which is I always find really weird. Enemy step allows you, if you jump correctly and then time, if you jump at an enemy and then you time your next jump at the right time, you can jump again off the enemy. That allows you to do things like infinite high times and cool stuff. It's a bit harder in this game just because your jump angle is so locked into place. You pretty much always, unless you're jumping without pressing anything, you're going to jump at an angle and stick to that trajectory. So it is quite hard to use enemy step effectively, well, at least for me. It's much easier in later games. But that was the kind of the mission that teaches you about it. There is another mission that teaches you about enemy step that's a bit clearer, I guess, using Sargassos. This is why I said get air raid, because you can just do that to this guy. Oh, it is a death scythe. They're the guys that have the little red platforms that push you up into the air, which mean using things like the grenade launcher doesn't really work. This room has a ton of... I'm going to say ton, there's two. There's 2 blue orbs. Jumping on this will allow you to get some of these red orbs. It will also allow you to get into some of these corners. Did I miss it? Oh my god, look at that. That was totally planned. Up here is a... Is it a vital star? Oh no, it's another devil star. Not massively important. If you ride the thing all the way around, this is a bit of an easier jump, but with air hike we can do the jump. So down here is a blue orb. No, not a blue orb, but you know, a bit of a blue orb. A bit of a blue orb fragment and an upgrade. I don't know how I feel about the health bar going on like above. I don't know. Would I rather it just extend like forever? I guess it makes you feel a bit more powerful it being like 2 bars. I don't know. Anyway, down this well, there's another blue orb. And a bunch of blades. If you kill all the blades, you get a blue orb. Pretty much. Pretty simple. It's not that difficult. For some reason, this guy wasn't going down at all. I don't know why. We want the grenade gun. I also don't know why it's called a grenade gun and not a grenade launcher. Who knows? Getting all them red orbs though. So, break this wall open. There are 2 more blades. And there's also another one up top. Just kill them all. God, look at it. Look at it. Look at it for it. It's so cool. Do I like it more than I like the little ones? There's something about it, you know. It's just, actually I really like, the later ones also let you do like kick attacks. Well, these all, you get little boots. You get little boots as well as your gloves. And also Virgil gets it. It's all really cool. That was the blue orb. I think they're the only ones for this mission. Maybe. Do we even need to go in this room? Oh, we do. It's a sign of chastity. I didn't even let you read it, so sucks to be you. Sign of chastity is a brain. It's a big old brain. Clearly didn't care that it was something. We're just going to grenade launch these guys and just that kick. There's going to be another boss later on that kick will win the day for us very, very easily. But we have another boss coming up in a sec. Okay. Can you guess who it is? You're thinking Griffin. You're wrong. Oh, we bought a purple orb. I'm not even buying upgrades for it. I will eventually get Meteor. But the final one, kind of like the air vortex for Alistair, the final, like the one on the bottom of the menu for Ifrit, I'm not going to get. I'm not even going to get it. Not relevant to me. You kind of need to do multiple playthroughs to buy everything unless you're playing very well. There's a cup. It's protected by a powerful light. Prove yourself worthy with the sign. Should I use the sign of chastity? Yes. I used it. It's a brain to get a chalice. God, he's so cool. He isn't really any different. I think he might have a few more attacks, but he pretty much plays the same and cannot really deal with Ifrit at all. The charge attacks, he seems to give you just enough time to get him in and just pummel him to the dirt. His block does nothing against a charged Ifrit attack. So yeah, he's not that tough. Kind of very similar to last time. He might have a couple of new attacks, maybe some punches and kicks, but I don't really think there's that much different. I'm still not going to spoil who he may be. I think it's kind of obvious. Obviously this was before stuff, but his menu thing implies that he fights fit similar to Dante, which, when you know who maybe that is, that don't make sense. Second Nello Angelo fight down. There will be a third. So you can run and jump about to try and get up to the next place, or you can just jump from this spot to get up. I was messing it up, and one of the reasons is because air hike only works when you have Alistair. It's really weird. Even though you have the upgrade, it just doesn't work when you... I guess Alistair gives you the power to double jump, you know? Ifrit does not. It's strange. Which can add to things in later games, like multiple weapons giving you the same ability. Like multiple weapons give you air hike, which is just strange. We're now heading to probably my least favourite part of the game. It's weird, and I'm stuck doing a super jump. It's just weird, okay? I massively like it. That's the mission, and look, there's Nello Angelo being cool. And again, he was meant to be called Nero Angelo, but weird translation versus pronunciation of certain letters in Japanese added to him being called something different. I think Nero Angelo stands for White Angel? We're gonna look. Oh, Inferno is the final thing that I will never buy. I'm gonna Google. I just feel I'm in a sofa. On a sofa. I feel more relaxed, like we're just watching this together, and I'm gonna just Google things instead of paying attention to the screen. Oh, also there's underwater controls. I should probably point that out. Look at it and be fearful. Be really fearful. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Translation. Oh, Black Angel. That's for Nello Angelo. Yeah, it's Black Angel. That's what it means. Does that mean Dante's a white angel? I don't know. Strange. Anyway, yeah, just those underwater controls should terrify you. Here's another one of these things. I'm going to swatch. You can do get more attacks in with Alistair than you can with Ifrit. Underwater controls is something that never comes back. Ever. Because it's weird. Are you ready for this? God, it's first person. You swim around. It's weird as hell. You also saw a weapon there. We will get a weapon that just is awkward to control. I don't like it. This whole pirate ship section, I'm just not a fan of. You have to fight a mini boss and a boss on here, and it's just really confined, and there's invisible walls all over the place, and I'm just not a fan. I'm gonna be honest. It's weird, it's cool, but not something I enjoy playing. Needle gun, the only weapon that can be used underwater. It controls weird. You have to hold R1 and square like normal, but you can move sideways and backwards and forwards, but you can't move the angle while holding the button down. It's weird. The pirate ship, you can climb up all the masts. It's really awkward. And on top of all the masts, there are red orbs. There's also one blue orb. Oh god, I hate this. I hate this pirate ship. It's not fun. It's not a fun time for anything or anyone. It can take a while to get all of the red orbs. I'm just not going to bother. I'm just not doing it. I just don't need them. We're going to travel across. We didn't actually need to come up here. I was just showing you can. To get the blue orb, we want to go up here and then stinger off of this point, and it will take you to like the masthead here, and a blue orb will spawn once you reach there. That's it. It's simple. Yeah, we're not going to go and get all the red orbs. We're just going to move straight on. We want to hit the door with the blue and get St. Elmo's fire, and then fight some bosses. Are we ready? It's locked shut. There's something written. I am the ship that carries the wandering souls on the brink of the underworld. Protect the ship, and you should be given the fire of St. Elmo. Oh god. Oh god. So this guy sucks. I haven't got any devil trigger, but these little spinny platforms suck. They're not fun. They push you up. It means you can't use the grenade launcher once you've been pushed into the air. So just helmet splitter as soon as you're pushed up. We're just building up enough devil trigger to do air raid, like so, and we're just gonna do this. It locks on. It does the damage. For some reason, he then doesn't go into his like weird other phases. There we go. There we go. But that's also not it. And now we have the second Griffin fight. He has this little red bird he shoots out that locks onto you, and every time it hits you it does damage and then throws you into the air. It's really annoying. I hate it. Really I do. It will just go away after a certain amount of time, so just dodge it. And then we're going to just do what we did last time and shoot a grenade launcher at him, because it does so much damage. And after you do a certain amount of damage, I'm almost 100% that he kind of becomes grounded for like permanent the rest of the fight. You could dodge all the red stuff, but why? Why when you can just shoot a grenade launcher at him? He sometimes will fly to unreachable places, but for the most part, it's not that bad. Just grenade launch. Look how quick the devil trigger goes up. It's just not a fun arena to fight on. It's so weird, and you would think the multi-platforms would make this fight easier, but it's really not. And yeah, he's not too hard. It's fine. Let's move on. Back to the door, Dante. And I think that's the end of the mission. Here it is, mission clear. Cold turkey. Thanks, Trophy. I appreciate it. 6 minutes, not bad. This game is quite short. I think there's 5 parts. There'll be 5 parts. It's not too bad. I'm pretty sure there's... I want to say there's 19... There's not 19. 21 missions? Maybe 21. So we're back underwater for the next thing. Oh, we're going to buy some more blue orbs. Look at me go. I don't think we're going to buy any more purple. I think the 5,400 one is the final purple orb. We're not going to buy it. We're just not going to. Why are we hanging out in the abyss? Oh, it's because it's the end of the video, guys. So yeah, it's the end of the video. I thought we're carrying on. We're not. It's over. So thanks for watching. This has been the General High Class Cthulhu. Come back for other week for more high class content. Next time we'll carry on with the few bits I don't like in this, and then we'll head to the coliseum. Come back for like Demon Souls and all the other shiz that is on the channel. And yeah, get motivated, I guess. Bye.